healthy.
Yeah, when he's healthy.
The main thing that's ever hurt him is just injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we were talking during training camp. He was like, I've had injury every. I've been on IR for the last 4 years, at least once.
Yeah.
And it's like when he's healthy, he's a playmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Always has been, always will be.
Yeah.
And I saw it because I went to William and Mary out of high school for 2 years before I transferred to South Carolina, and he was at South Dakota State. So I was just at FB or FCS.
Oh, okay.
Watching all the studs, and he's the one that pops up, and it's like, when you're drawing up fades for all your tight end, it's like. That kid's got some chance. He can do. So,
that's what's up.
I knew him even before he got into the league, just because he was a fun guy to watch in the FCS, and it was somebody I could try to, get some mentoring from when I was there. And, he helped me out a lot, but he's a professional and everything. So
yeah, I've always liked this game.
I gotta ask you this question because I know a lot of us believe he's highly competitive, and I think he gets tarnished in so many different ways. A.J. Brown, I mean, you had the short time while you were there. We've seen the blow-ups on the sidelines between the coaches. I mean, you would know him better than a lot of us, looking outside in and, like, what type of person he really is.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed, like, I'm not saying that as, like, a shocker, but I enjoyed being around him.
Yeah, most guys do.
He's a God-fearing man, which is rule number one in my book. He's a family guy, so... loves his kids, talks to his girl in the locker room all day, which is good for him.
Yeah, that's fine.
He shows up and he wants to be the best. It gets frustrating at times when, you're the best player, you're one of the best players on the team, and you get 2 targets, or your best route for the day was a 5-yard stop. It's like he can do it all. I've seen the one-handed catches, I've seen the head tap fade balls, I've seen it all. So. When he's not getting those chances, obviously it's frustrating. I'm not sure if it requires reading a book on the sideline, but I love that too. Good for him. But no, he's just he's a good guy that shows up to work, and it gets frustrating, especially if you're losing football games. Everything's easy when you're winning. Everything sucks when you're losing. You can have 150 yards, and if you lose, terrible game.
Terrible.
You can have
game.
10 yards that you win. You know what? We'll be fine until next week. So.
Outside looking in, he's just one of them ones, man. He's got the gift and the curse, kind of like you said. You know what I mean? Like when you look at him, there's nothing he really can't do on that field. You know what I mean? You watch him, he could prove that. And then, I expect him to be frustrated because I'm like the games that he can have, like you be frustrated if you don't get the ball. You know what I mean? The plays that he can make, you're gonna be frustrated when you're not making those plays. So. Heavy the head that wears the crown, man. He's just a really good #1 receiver in the league, been for a long time. And they can build you up and they can make you a villain in the same day. You know what I mean? Especially at that position.
And they've been definitely painting him as the villain.
Yeah.
And I don't know because, again, I'm looking outside in, but talks have been happening where they feel like they want to move on from A.J. Do we think that's something that the Eagles would explore? Do we believe that the Eagles, I guess, dynasty is somewhat coming to an end? What do we believe about this team? Because obviously last year, early in the season, they were talking about firing the head coach, and then obviously they start to win, and that started changing. Or is this just fog? Just outside noise, just over the program, and just they need to get over that hump as a team.
Well, when I got there, I was talking to Dallas a little bit during the first couple weeks I was there, and it was just he was talking about how the first Super Bowl they won, the next year during preseason, the fans were booing because it was a pretty average performance at halftime.
Oh, not in preseason.
Some teams just like the fans.
Eagles fans is tough.
"Quote unquote" want it more.
Yeah.
If they're not winning, and it's not even like if they're not 15-0 come week 16, it's like. God, this coach, man, they just don't know what they're doing. It's a lot of Twitter talk. It's a lot of fans thinking they can coach, which, maybe if it wasn't a buddy system, they could. But no, it's just everybody wants greatness. Everybody's chasing success, and when you get it, it's all fun and games, and when you don't, they're coming after heads. So that's a team that, or that's a place where it's like, you go from 8-0 to 8-2, and it's like. Boy, are we terrible.
Right. We need to switch things up.
Just a lot of people who want success all the time.
Philly fans are.
They're tough.
They're tough.
Very similar to Atlanta. Yeah.
They got a love for the game, though, man. They root on their players as much as possible on the field, off the field.
Yeah.
And you know, that's a good little city to be around.